Hey there friends, I so hope you guys are having a great day. I am doing the Take 5 Art Challenge for April. I always look forward to this art challenge every single month because it encourages simplicity because we are just working with 5 things. I found out about this art challenge through Leanne at Creatively Free to Be Me, and you guys know what a big Leanne fan I am. So I will leave Leanne's link schedule below, posted below in the description box so you can kind of get a sense of the Take 5 art ladies, and it is a really it's a great challenge, and I am so happy to kind of get to my little art desk today and be able to play just a little bit. Cannot believe the stress of this past week. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just leave a little iCard above that kind of tells you what's been going on here this week. But I am just happy to get back to my art desk. So the Take 5 challenge this month is, I wrote it down in my burn book. Let's see, the challenge is to use metallic paint or markers, your non-dominant hand, a tag, circle, and fabric. So I think that I have everything kind of figured out what I want to use. The only thing that I don't have figured out is the fabric element, but I am making tags. So I think with the fabric element, I'm just going to punch a hole in the top of my tag, and then that way I can use a fabric element or a fiber element, probably a fiber element. Okay, first challenge was, I closed my book, sorry. Metallic paint. Now let me tell you what I did as far as metallic paint goes. What I did was I am using some drop paper, and I have been, as you guys know, I've been making these hydrangea flowers for my friend's shop, and the text pages that I use to make the hydrangeas, I have been using distress ink and sprays on them. So I had like this nice piece of drop paper, and I thought, well, I'll just use that. I did spray this drop paper with a little bit of Perfect Pearls Mist. I've got to tell you guys, this is a Ranger product. I have had this product 7 years, maybe. I've had it a really long time, and it still sprays absolutely beautifully. Another odd thing about this is it kind of smells like bubble gum, and so it's a sort of pleasant smell, but not like sickly sweet. Let's just be honest, I don't like smells. And neither does Chris. So our house, I came in after being gone a while. It smells like, my house smells like dogs. That's just what it smells like. And occasionally like Pine Sol or something like that. I also used some Iridescent Silver Glimmer Mist by Tattered Angels and a little bit of Gold Glimmer Mist, but I was like at the very end of that, so I just got a little smattering of that. Now, my idea is to, like I said, I'm going to make tags. So I did my metallic paint tag. Fabric is going to go in the top. The challenging part of this challenge was to work with your non-dominant hand. So what I thought would be fun, circles is another part of the challenge, but I'm going to smoosh those together, and I am going to create, now nobody said it had to be a perfect circle, right? So I am making egg shapes with my non-dominant hand. It's April. We're thinking about Easter. We're thinking about Ostera. We're thinking about, birth and rebirth and things like that. So I thought it'd be fun to make tags kind of and use eggs on the tags. So I kind of practiced a little bit, And I am using an Arteza Woodless Watercolor Espresso pencil. And you can see that I mean, it's not sharp, which is working. So I'm just gonna kind of fold my drop paper and piddle around with, you know, I'm gonna have to get the dimensions right because, you know, this is the size of card that I'm working with. So we're just gonna go for it here, and I'm gonna do the best I can to just draw out a few egg shapes. I can't tell you how hard this is. But nobody, you know, the prompt is circles, but nobody said it had to be perfect circles. And an egg shape or an oval is not a perfect circle, right? That one is funky. And it's really hard to draw on this paper. I don't even know if those will look like eggs, but, you know, whatever. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. Okay, all right, so I've got those. I think I'm going to turn my paper this way. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I was going to stamp these with a text stamp, too. So we'll do that as well, just to give it a little bit of, like, extra dimension. Okay, well, they're improving ever so slightly. And it feels weird. You know, they say that's really good for your head, though, right? You know, to kind of use your non-dominant hand for doing things. I think I'm going to do more of that after, because it keeps your mind sharp, right? You know. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm hoping you guys are seeing that. I forgot to jump up and make sure I was kind of in frame. We'll just do a whole bunch and then... Okay, all right. Well, so, I mean, some of them, that looks like a potato. Yes, you're getting potatoes in your basket this year for Easter. I remember one year for Lent, I very unwisely gave up chocolate. And that was just not smart. Particularly since, you know, there's a certain time when the Easter Bunny comes and the Easter Bunny brings a basket and your kids get up the next morning and for some reason or another, there's no chocolate in the basket because somebody ate it. Not naming any names, but somebody ate it. My little son said, "Where's the chocolate?" It's like, I don't know. Easter Bunny didn't bring him any chocolate? What is up with that? Okay, all right. We're going to stamp just a little bit of text on these. We'll see how that looks, you know, before I start. I'm really just kind of going for just a wee bit of dimension. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. And some of you have asked about Chris's fairy hut. So he's working on the fairy hut today. So I'll try and get out and take some photos so you guys can see how it's coming along. I think he's thatching the roof today. It's very nice to know a person who could probably put you together a pretty nice abode when the zombie apocalypse happens. All right, so I have used my non-dominant hand to trace out some egg shapes. And now I want to go back with just a little bit of water and kind of, because the Arteza is a watercolor pencil. So I'm just going to kind of go in and pull that line in. And when I pull that line in, it does kind of, you know, kind of make it disappear just a little bit, not a whole lot. And then I think I'm going to go back with my dominant hand and retrace some of these. So, you know, make the egg a little bit usable at least. But, you know, it was a good try, right? Yeah, I don't think I did so bad. But we're going to go back with like a black marker. And, I know it doesn't look like much now. I was going to use a black marker, but I think what I'm going to do is just go back with my watercolor pencil. And just kind of darken in the lines. And then we'll cut these out. That was a really challenging part of this challenge. Was the non-dominant part. I don't want them to have like super crisp edges, but you know, I think they need to be darkened up a little bit. I want them to have that kind of smudgy-ish effect. All right, I am going to just really quickly, no, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. I'm still not happy with the edging, so I am going to grab like a brown. This is a Prismacolor marker. I'm just going to grab a brown one and we'll see. Okay, that's a lot better. There we go. That's better. Okay. I did want them to have like a smudgy kind of quality to them, but not to the point where you cannot see. Right. Okay. All right. Let's cut those out. And I'm only going to cut a few out so you guys don't have to sit here, and we'll just do one tag. Start down here. They may not even look like eggs, but oh well. When I get them on the tag. Let's see how that's gonna look. And I thought I might use this and then put them down there. I still don't think they look like eggs, y'all. Maybe I should put in some grass or something with This can't take a long time. I don't have long today. Oh, okay. I think I know what I can do. But they still may not look right. They really don't look like eggs. But let's, you know, let's go with it. Not happy, but gonna go with it anyway. All right, so I've got 4 here, and we'll just put this over here. All right, I think I'm gonna use a little bit. I've got these lovely shades of green from Miss W. I think I will use a little bit of, you know, let's just make kind of like a background, and then maybe when I put my eggs in, you know, they'll kind of look better. We are just going with the flow here. Okay, that's not open. Let's do a bundled sage. That's really pretty. I'm just gonna kind of rub that on here. I'm not a stampy marker. What do you call this thing? Ink pad. I'm not savvy with that, but you know, we'll just play around with it. And then I'll put some yellow up here. And then we've made kind of a, you know, kind of a landscape-ish background. And then I think what I'll do is take a little bit of this forest moss and kind of just create some grass, you know, little grass sprigs down here. All right, and then for this stamp, I am going to do, this is just a midnight blue, because I don't have a black stamp pad right now. My black one finally played out, as they say here in Virginia, which means it wore out. So I'm gonna put that there, just like that. And that's such a pretty stamp. And then maybe lay my eggs like this. Even though now, I mean, they kind of look like rocks. But they look like super cool rocks. So maybe, I don't know. I think they need a basket or something. I think they need a basket, but I don't have a basket stamp. Okay. I don't even think there's like a way that I can arrange them to where they're going to look like an egg. And I don't, let me just see if I can maybe draw one out. I mean, that looks like an egg, but then when I put it on here, it does not. Okay. What do you think? Maybe I could do some frayed burlap and kind of stamp something here. Okay, that kind of looks like a basket, right? Kind of looks like a basket. And then I'll take the Arteza watercolor brush and kind of bring that up here like that. And then put a handle on it, maybe like that. Okay, let's take a paintbrush and just kind of squish all that together. Okay, that might work. I'm cool with like that shadowy effect, you know. I should have added like a little more dimension to it, made it a little more circular up here, maybe. Not a drawer, not a painter. All right, now let's just put, now the eggs are too big. Okay, they just don't look like eggs. All right, I'm gonna take my non-dominant hand and, okay, I've done the non-dominant thing. That's just not working for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in some eggs. You know, let's just do that. Kind of do it in a, I am definitely not keeping with the challenge at this point. Sorry. All right. Okay, I've got some eggs in a basket. Oh my goodness. goodness. I mentioned the stress this week. Let me take my eggs that look like rocks. Let me get rid of those suckers. Let's choose some things that might work better. These are neon color metallic pens that the sweet Miss Trill sent me. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is looking a whole lot more like eggs. Yes, now we're cooking. Jeez, Wes. It's just like, that shouldn't have been so hard, but it's okay. Because, you know, I tried, right? I tried to do like the challenging thing. It just did not work. Okay, let's do some orange right here. And now I think what I'm going to do is go back with this Arteza. You know, these don't really, I can't describe it. It's just not, it doesn't really do such a great job, but that's okay. All right, okay. And now I'm gonna kind of pencil in the basket, just give it a little bit more. Let's put some hatching right here so it actually looks like a basket. And then I think I want to add a little bit of color to the flowers. Whew. Now we're doing it. Oh, Lordy, you guys. As my mama would say. Oh, Lordy. Now everything's, now that's looking a whole lot better. Well, I mean, my idea was good. It just didn't pan out. So, but at least I kind of, you know, I saved it, right? It wasn't all for naught. Maybe that's a lesson. Maybe, you know, maybe sometimes you start out with one thing, you end up with something else. I do like discovering, you know, maybe it's about discovery. So I discovered a way to use my distress inks, you know, in a kind of a different way, and right. Okay, all right, so there we go. And now I need to put some fabric on here, but the way that I have placed the little flower, if I try to do anything, well, I can do something small. Let me take my little pokey tool and see if I might have just a little bit of twine, and I can put some twine through there. That might work. I'm just going to poke a little hole right here. There we go. And I'll stick in some twine. It's going to be too like thick, but that's okay. We will fix that. And just pull some out like that. There we go. And then stick that through there. Still might be too much. All right, there we go. Okay, that worked out all right. It looks kind of rustic-ish, you know. All right, I'm going to do another one while I'm sitting here, just to remember how I did it. Okay, so I took this just a piece of cardstock. And then I used bundled sage. Put a little bit of bundled sage down here, like that. Used forest moss. And kind of just dropped in a little bit of grass. Used some yellow up here to mimic the beautiful sun. Then I used bundled sage, frayed burlap, and I kind of created a little basket right here. And then I took my Arteza pencil. I think this time I'm going to do this. Bring it down a little bit. And put a handle on it. And then I also use this to kind of draw in my egg shapes. And then I used metallic pens to color in the egg shapes, the pink and purple, blue, and orange. It's not turning out. Let's try some green right over here. So, you know, this has been a hot mess, as people would say. I saw Miss Kira do this challenge, and she like had some struggles with it too, but she's all about just keeping on. I really did like that. And I'm glad that I watched that before I did my challenge, before I took on this challenge, because I would have stopped, and I would have stopped the camera, and I would have felt really irritated with myself. So thanks, Kira. I appreciate that. I appreciate your, you know, she just kept keeping on, which is exactly kind of what I'm doing here too. Okay, all right, we've got our little flower, and then with the little flower, I went back in and just colored it like this. And if you guys, when I found the Take 5 Art Challenge, it was like in December of one year, and I think I went back for a year and looked at all, you know, viewed all of the Take 5 Art Challenges, and it was very inspiring, and it really gave me a lot of fun ideas. You know, I did every single one of them, I think, for a month. You know, I just went back, and if you use hashtag Take 5 Art, and it's the number 5, then, you know, you can kind of see what everybody did with just those 5, you know, just those 5 elements, and it's really fun. And we'll punch a hole in the top and stick in, I'm not using fabric, I'm just going to use fiber. I did that the other day, and I punched my finger, and it hurt, as my little boy would say. It hurt. One year I was buying Easter shoes for him, and I was working, and I was tired, and I took him in the department store, and we were trying on Easter shoes, and he kept saying, "It hurts, it hurts," and I was like, "It does not hurt. It's your size. why are you saying it hurts? It does not hurt. And he said, it hurts, Mama. And I had forgotten to take the tissue paper out of the toe of the shoe. It really did hurt. Okay. All right. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a little crazy. I'm really happy to get back to doing some art. Thank all of you for your kind thoughts for our buddy. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you to the Take 5 Art Challenge. It was a super duper challenge for me this month. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.